if you're starting to wake up, anybody who's more free-spirited, more free, more in touch with their depth, no conditioning, just full on, okay? Call that awakening, whatever. If you're embodying that state, you don't have any, hidden trauma or issues that you then project onto somebody else because you say, oh, they doing something, they're not good. You don't interpret their actions as a mask to try to masquerade your issues and concepts and trauma. Like, you're not doing that because you don't have it. You're a post-therapy person. I like post-therapy people. Yeah, if you're in a relationship with a post-therapy person, it's probably going to be nice. Who's in one though? Usually it's trauma attracting trauma, and then it gets worked out, and then the person blames the other for their own trauma, and then vice versa, and it's just a big mess. It's cool though, like, you have to do that. One wouldn't realize their limitations if it wasn't for romantic relationships, for example. But usually we need a bunch of them because the tendency to make the other wrong is so strong that we can't do our own inner work. This is why I like the step 10 and the 12 steps. Took a personal inventory, and when we were wrong, we admitted it. I know there's in the 12 and 12 book, I remember this line. I read it when I was a teenager, but I remember it because it's good. It says, anytime I'm disturbed, no matter what the cause or reason, it's my fault. I was doing a group, and I was telling, they weren't ready for it. I told them too. I said, look, this is advanced level stuff. Most they can't handle that. It makes them feel too uncomfortable, and brings up guilt and shame, and no, I want to blame that person. Look what they did. And they build a case around it. See what they did? So, if you've done the work by grace, only grace can do it. It needs your willingness, but grace does it. We can't do anything, really. When it comes right down to it, especially when we're talking about spiritual evolution, like, what are we going to do? We don't have any power. You can intellectually know all your issues and, oh, this happened because my mom did this. Oh yeah, this happened. It doesn't matter. You could take 10 years in therapy and go be a therapist, and still, some of them are the sickest of them all, some. So having an intellectual grip on things is meaningless. You need power, you need a shift, you need grace. Nobody can control how that happens. So let's say you're in a good spot and you don't have all that baggage, garbage and everything. You're just free. Like you don't care. Like, you don't get caught up on words. Some people are sensitive about the word God, so they don't like people saying it. Don't say that word. Yeah? Why not look and see why you're so triggered just by a word? This is how a more mature, spiritually mature person would handle that. They're like, yeah, why am I tripping over a word? Like, what's going on here? And you start applying that in your whole life with everything. Like, why, what's the big deal? Who cares they did whatever they did or said what they said? Like, who cares? Why does it bother me? Look at that. Do that introspection. That's a fast track to wake up, because it frees you of these subconscious things that we hold on to that keeps us asleep. So this is why I like to do I focus a lot on the earthbound angle, because when you all this darkness and crud and egoic, nonsense, when that gets revealed and then let go of, man, automatically you start to wake up. It's automatic. You don't like go do something to wake up. Where's the awakening pill? And nor does it do any good to just talk non-dual and there's only the self, and really the tree's the self, and this mosquito's the self, and the mosquito's biting its own self, and there's space, I can see it. Like, what is that going to do? I never found that helpful. All it does for a lot of people, it gives them the delusion that they understand something they don't. I've said before, the mind and ego can impersonate God on a level, or impersonate awakening or freedom on a level that's like inconceivable. Yeah, anybody that's in spiritual groups or just life in general, everybody wants to be higher than they are. This is so deep programmed. Okay, I'm going outside now, or I'm going to meet so-and-so, or I'm going to my spiritual class, yoga class. Okay. Hello. See, you got to put on your best. You put on airs. There's all this guile. I'm trying to like debunk all that, or at least bring awareness to it. This awakening concept, I already made that video, or enlightenment concept. It's a lot of trouble. That's why I get rid of that from the beginning. Like, you can't get me. Hey, you think you're enlightened? Look what you said. I said, no. I said, there is no enlightenment. Not on 100% pure level. So, like, whatever. Anytime somebody judges you anyway, they're perceiving according to their capacity and level of consciousness. That's what they're going to see. So, I think this ties into the point. If you're free, have a good degree of freedom, inner freedom happening, then like people are going to get pissed off at you. They don't want to be around you. They want to be around people who are fake like them, and who kind of build their ego, soften their ego, make the ego feel real good. That's what they want to do. That's what they feel comfortable with. If I did that in all my videos, I don't know what would happen. I think the growth would be a lot stronger, but that would be hell. I'd rather go sell cars. That's hell too. Yeah, both are hell. Who wants to do that? That's so like, I don't like it. So this channel is we look at things that maybe that's not popular in the mainstream level of consciousness, because that gives some inner satisfaction. I do this for inner satisfaction. The life force makes me do this. I don't have any other motive. I don't make videos because I'm like enjoying, like people like revere me, or they really like me. Cool. I'm not doing it to try to get a girl. This is obvious to most of you, but I've just found myself speaking this. Like, I do it because I have to do it. It's like a woman who's pregnant. The milk has to come out. This is what it was. And I postponed as long as I could, because I knew once I got in, I wasn't getting out. It's spiritual mafia. Can't get out. And it's like taking my life over it. And I can't respond to all the comments anymore. This is why the best thing to do is either come to satsang, and I'm going to start to try to do some live streams. Good, I remembered. We're doing a live stream, March 17th. Yeah. And so I haven't done one before, so let's do one and see what happens. When you're really free, people don't like that. They don't like that. You're reminding them that they're not free. You're reminding them to bust out of their, you can say, comfort zones. They don't want to. They want to already think like they're free. So then you say something, or you give some energy, and it like shows like, whoa, I still have limitations. They don't want to feel that. They want to think they're free. So then they get upset. So your list of people that enjoy you is going to be very small. That's why, like, stop worrying about it. Where are my people at? That's your lesson. Give up the idea like you got to find your people. Let God send you your people when he sends you your people. If you get one person, you're way ahead of the game. This planet, we're not here so long. Doesn't matter. When we leave this planet, things will be more sectioned off. Like, we'll go where our vibration matches, and then we can enjoy everything. Like, that's probably why we want to come back here. It gets too much. It's like too much enjoyment. It's like, this is too easy. I need to come back to the human realm and forget everything, and then imagine, like, yeah, just be duped by Maya. So this is a short stint that we're doing on this planet. Use it for what we're here to use it for, which is to get higher in consciousness, and then that determines the realm you go to. This is what it's for. You want to get as high level as you can here, so you can go to a higher level realm, and then boy, this is great. Yeah. Don't focus so much Man, this planet, it's so mixed, matched. You got killers and saints, and then everything in between. And ego just runs rapid. You know, nobody wants to say they don't know. I love saying I don't know, because then I don't have to, like, I can leave me alone. You know, they ask me a question, I don't know. Ah, that's nice. So, fall in love with humility. Fall in love with catching yourself out. Get rid of spiritual concepts also. Well, if I was more awake, I would act like this, or I would do this, or I would talk like this. That's a big block. That's a big block, and that's not challenged often. Don't compare yourself to the people you see on YouTube or so-called gurus and teachers. A lot of them, they're showing you just one face that they wear when they do their satsang. See, you're not with them 24 hours a day. So don't let the mind project and think, you're carrying some image of somebody that you respect and revere, and then assign all these magical qualities to them, and then the ego uses that as a measuring stick to gauge your own spiritual progress. Don't do that. Catch it, and then you'll be free, and you just flow how you flow. It's not your business anymore. You don't care. You're not trying to meet certain standards and get people's approval. You know, I said before, my teacher in India told me that he noticed if he was getting too much attention from the collective people, mainstream people, he had to go home and check himself. He said, I must be doing something wrong. If you're really vibing in your own, you can say divine frequency, these people don't even see you. They don't even see you. There's a sand crab. He sees me. These people can't see you, so like, understand that. The people that can see you are the ones that are either on that level, or they're inspiring to be, because something in them has like woke up. They're like, that's what I want. They may not articulate it that in that way or know that, but that's what they want. There's not many. There's just not many. Enjoy your time alone. Isn't that nice? Like, most people, they can't get away from people. There's just people coming all the time, and family and so-called friends and society. Like, we're, you know, enjoy this being alone, man. That's my message. I'll see you guys Sunday then, at the live stream if you want. It's at 10 a.m. So just go on my video page, you know, at 10 a.m. and you'll see it. Some of you might get a notification. I don't know how this YouTube works. It's crazy. All right, see you.